Alright guys, what's up? What's up? So time for another gold breakdown about that time. Let's get right into it. So we're here in the daily time frame. Price since March, right? We have been tumbling down. We have been trending down, right? So bunch of sell-offs for the past month, but we did have a point here of 1680, 1690, beautiful demand zone for the past 2 years, right? Where price, each time it came to this price, it bounced up, right? But recently, this past month, we finally, after 2 years, broke under all that support, right? We broke out under all that support. So now this is where I would ask myself, all right, where is the next possible demand zone that I can expect for price to basically have a change of direction momentarily? So basically, as you can see here, this green box here, this zone was it for me. If you are in my signal room, this zone was shared. So basically, I had to go in the past, right, to basically look for data around that price level under this entire 1680 and 1690 demand level that we broke, because as you can see, there is no data here for the past 2 years to go buy off. So this is how that price zone went down. Coming to the data here, some points I was interested in is basically these nice push-ups in wicks that we had here once around the time, around the zone of 1610, 1615, and right here 1625, nice zone. I had marked off, and if we go more into the past where way more data is, and I mean way in the past, as we can see here, we'll get there eventually. Okay, so around right here, right, we want to focus on price under 1680, 1690, where we broke out, and find possible big push-ups in price that happened once upon a time that might happen again presently. So as we can see here, 1625 again, that level 1630, where we have nice rejection here as well, and all of this support here as well, with the minimum here around this level of all these wicks of 1615, 1614. So basically that entire price zone box that I drew out was from 1614 till 1633, I believe. Yeah, 1613, 32, 33. Right, so this zone was shared, and basically now going down to the 4-hour time frame, ever since we bounced up strongly like we did here, I have been getting into trades accordingly to that push up, and that's what I'm gonna be breaking down right now. So let me actually get on replay here. Okay, so at this point, when we close very strongly here, going up in the daily time frame, barely any pullback throughout this whole run up here. So my thoughts now were waiting for a proper nice pullback to get into some buys, right, where we can test basically the levels of 1670 again and 1680 again, right, all this previous resistance. Now before we get into that, I just want to show here what I'm sure you can catch your eye on already, is basically a little channel I drew out here, where we basically have these nice trend line touches all the way to where price decided to nicely bounce up from, right? Coincidentally, also around that zone that I was looking for. We also have it on the opposite side here, right, where basically this would be a target for some buys. So going now to the 1-hour time frame, just to look more at some candles. So oops, let me delete that. So basically at this point here where we are falling down, right? My question is, where are we going to possibly bounce up? Where can I get into some buys? So for me, it was basically this resistance that once would be, right, that would be used as support, 1646, and all the way to 1640 level right here at the dot would be that price level I'd be looking for. So also here you can see I have a purple support and resistance line that I've had for a while, based on the daily time frame, which, you know, lands nicely on these rejected prices. Now, just to go over something before that, I did take in some buys at this point. I remember it was like Asia last week. So I'm basically going over my trades since Monday last week and then today, Monday. So basically a week. So yeah, so basically at this point, I bought 1653 kind of in respect to all this support and price we have at that same level. Basically these nice rejection of wicks to the downside that might help to the upside come and basically test the levels above here. I was going to try to sell 1658, 1659 kind of in respect to those wicks, in respect that we kind of broke over this little baby support here, and in respect that this level no longer passes for now, right? Because we are going for that pullback. So basically profiting off the pullback. I will be showing you guys the account history of the trade kind of towards the end of the videos, and you guys will see these moves being caught. So here if we press play around 1653, you see that we did bounce up, got out at 1657, entered that trade here of 1658, almost 1659, and you can see we came all the way down to this level of 1640. I got out at 1645 for about 140 pips, and then here we can see this level nicely of 1646 holding off and respecting, right? Throughout this moment, also profited from some trades here at 1649, got out that possible trend line touch where you could see we already started coming down from. So let's follow this. Let's keep following this over here. So around this point, it was, I believe, now entering Friday. And basically on Friday, we profited off the moves from around here, 1662, all the way to basically 1663, 64, where we started building that resistance. Now guys, we can see here that this trend line was beautifully, once pushing it down, you know, in the past, was now helping it push up using as support. Now trend lines are cool, but what really matters to me is the price zone. So basically we respected the price zone here of 1660, you know, that nice support, which is why we kept bouncing up. The trend line, you know, kind of plays part, and it's cute, and it, you know, symbolizes all the fractals in the market from, you know, the trend lines, all these patterns. But in reality, what really matters is those price levels. Honestly guys, sometimes candles don't even matter to me the way they close. It's all price levels. Like as we can see here, these candles were super green, right? Super green bullish candles, right? And then they shortly after followed by red candles that completely took over. Most people would be like, oh, green candle, close strongly, buy. And really it's the price level that matters, because shortly after we completely took over that move. But candles do help out, don't get me wrong. But for me, price levels are all that matter. Anyway, so to continue here, okay, so at this point I believe it's Sunday already, so basically yesterday, and we can see how once again we respect that trend line support here. And then I woke up, and basically was when price was at this resistance again. So right here. Okay. So at this point, you know, I'm still interested in getting into some buys, especially how great this level held off, and especially because I am expecting 1680 to touch, which it did not last week. So this was my logic here. So as we're coming down on that pullback, my logic was to basically get in at where price once upon a time pushed up, right? Where we also can see we have all this, you know, resistance around that same price level. So the logic here is that bulls are going to want to hold off this level, right? They're going to want to hold off this nice level to continue going up, because if price was to break down below, right, now price has the opportunity to basically, well, bears have the advantage to basically, when they pull up, to use, you know, all the resistance to continue pushing down, since, you know, we would hypothetically come below the resistance. It would use it to come down, where the bulls would need to use that resistance to continue using as support to keep pushing price up. So that was the logic there. So entries were at 1675. If you were in my signal room, you caught this beautiful move. Stop loss was 1672. I mean 1662. And with our take profit at 1680, right? So nice 1 to 4, almost 1 to 5 moves. Here, let me actually pull up. Yeah, so video analysis was shared basically when price was at that resistance, and then the setup was 1665 buy, 1662 stop loss, 1670 50 pips profit, then 100 pips profit, then 150 profit in conclusion. So pressing play here, you can see we came all the way to 1674 right at first, then we tumbled down. I didn't think this replay was going to be this fast, but yeah guys, basically we completely smacked the TP, right? Came all the way to 1690. Did not expect price to go that far up on a Monday, but it did. Beautiful moves, right? Price respected our entries here, came right at our entries, and then pumped up. Wait, so actually, yeah, our entries was kind of like this. Yeah, let me see something really quick. So I was at this point, yeah. So right here, price came first to our entry, as you can see that wick down, all the way here around 1663, all the way in the 30-minute, right? Bouncing off 1665, and then that continued move up. Had that pull back a little bit again, 1666 respected, and then yeah, to where we are today. Now to show you guys the account history. Okay, so this is from yeah, since that Monday. Yeah, so we can see here, starting off, we had those 1653 buys that I was telling you guys about. Basically this little movement here got out at 1657, and then this nice next trade here at 1658, right? So basically right here, 1658, profiting from the move down, that pullback, getting out at 1645 for over 100 pips, about 140. Then here 1648, buying in respect to all that support being built, getting out at 1657, again about almost 100 pips. Little losses here and there, little profits here and there. That's me just kind of exiting bad entries that I did not like. And then here we got into some buys at 1649, again around the same level, getting out at 1668. This was about 200 pip trade that I was just kind of holding off with the smaller lot size of 2.0. Another nice little profit here with that 2 lot. And then all the way down to buying 1662 on Friday. So basically this move right here, and profiting off the high 1674, right, over 100 pips. And then this was today 1665, yeah, 1665 buys, as you can see, and getting out at about, or take profits, 1680 for about 147 pips. I had taken another little buy here, but I got out really quick at about 30 pips here. But yeah, guys, this was so basically a week since Monday, a 13k profit on this account. A whole lot of moves caught, right? Would have been a little bit more in profit from all the moves caught, but I did take as I'm taking some losses in the beginning of last week. So yeah, but as you can see here, these were all the trades from last week in the Sigga room. Over 350 pips caught, including today. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep trying to make these breakdowns. Hope they help.